What if I told you that one of nature's most efficient creatures, the shark, could hold the key to making air travel cheaper, faster, and more environmentally friendly? Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's not. Scientists have figured out how to apply the secret behind shark skin to airplane design, and it could revolutionize the entire aviation industry. Today we're diving into how shark skin technology could make planes fly further on less fuel, and why this could change everything about the future of air travel. In the world of aviation, fuel efficiency is one of the biggest challenges. Airlines spend billions on fuel each year, and with rising environmental concerns, reducing fuel consumption is more important than ever. But what if the solution has been staring us in the face all along? In the form of shark. Yes, you heard that right. Shark skin technology could be the breakthrough the aviation industry has been waiting for. Today, we'll explore how the unique structure of shark skin has inspired a material that's being used to reduce drag on planes. This means less fuel used, lower emissions, and a more sustainable future for aviation. Stick with us, because this is going to be a game changer. Let's start by understanding why sharks are so special. Sharks are one of the oldest and most successful creatures on the planet, having survived for over 400 million years. But what sets them apart isn't just their size or power, it's their skin. Yes, their skin. Sharks have a unique texture on their skin made up of tiny scales called dermal denticles. These scales are incredibly efficient at reducing water resistance, allowing sharks to glide through the ocean faster and using less energy. This ability to reduce drag is one of the reasons why sharks are such efficient swimmers. Now imagine if we could apply the same principle to airplanes. Well, engineers have done just that. Shark skin-inspired technology is now being used to design materials that can be applied to aircraft to reduce air resistance or drag, making planes more fuel efficient. Sounds pretty cool, right? So how does it work? Here's where the magic happens. Researchers have developed a material called riblet film, which mimics the pattern of a shark's skin. The surface of the riblet film has tiny grooves, just like the scales of a shark. These grooves are microscopic, about the size of a human hair, but they play a huge role in reducing drag. When a plane is flying, air flows over its surface, and this creates resistance, slowing the plane down and requiring more fuel to maintain speed. Traditional plane surfaces cause the air to flow in chaotic patterns, creating more drag. However, when riblet film is applied, the grooves help to guide the airflow in a smoother, more controlled way, reducing drag and improving fuel efficiency. This is where it gets exciting. With reduced drag, the plane doesn't need to work as hard to maintain speed. This means less fuel consumption and therefore lower operating costs for airlines. You might be thinking, how much of a difference can tiny grooves on the surface of a plane really make? Well, it turns out quite a bit. Studies suggest that applying shark skin-inspired materials to planes could reduce drag by up to 5%. In the aviation world, that's a huge deal. To put it in perspective, even a small reduction in fuel consumption can lead to massive savings for airlines. The airline industry spends billions of dollars annually on fuel, so a 5% decrease in fuel use could save millions of dollars every year. Not only does that reduce costs for airlines, but it also reduces the amount of fuel burned, leading to fewer carbon emissions. For an industry that's under increasing pressure to become more sustainable, this technology could be a game changer, and with climate change being a top concern globally, finding ways to make air travel greener is essential. But it's not just about saving money for airlines, it's also about the environment. Reducing fuel consumption directly translates into lower carbon emissions. The aviation industry is responsible for a significant portion of global CO2 emissions, so any technology that helps reduce that impact is a step in the right direction. Imagine if every commercial airplane flying today was equipped with shark skin-inspired surfaces. The potential reduction in fuel consumption and emissions would be enormous. It could help airlines meet stricter environmental regulations, and it might even help the industry reach its ambitious goals of reducing carbon emissions by 50% by 2050. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the science behind the riblet film. What makes it so effective at reducing drag? Well, it all comes down to the way the grooves interact with the airflow. When air flows over the surface of an airplane, it typically experiences turbulence. This turbulence creates resistance, which slows the plane down. The riblet film, with its tiny grooves, helps to organize the airflow in a way that reduces turbulence. This smoother airflow reduces the drag on the plane, allowing it to glide through the atmosphere with greater ease. It's almost like the difference between riding a bike with a smooth road versus a bumpy, gravel-filled path. The smoother the surface, the less effort it takes to move forward. The same principle applies to planes. So, where do we go from here? Well, this technology is already being tested in real-world scenarios. Airbus has conducted trials with sharkskin-inspired materials, and early results have shown promising improvements in fuel efficiency. This means that we could be seeing commercial airplanes outfitted with riblet film sooner than we think. It's not just about applying this material to the entire surface of the plane. It could be used on key parts such as the wings and the tail, where drag has the biggest impact. The goal is to maximize the fuel savings without sacrificing performance or safety. Of course, there are challenges. For one, the technology is still in its early stages, and we need to refine the materials to make them more durable and cost-effective. But the potential is huge. If this technology becomes widely adopted, we could see an era of more sustainable aviation. In the future, sharkskin-inspired materials might not only be used on airplanes. Scientists are looking into applying this technology to ships, cars, and even buildings. If we can reduce drag in various forms of transportation, we could see a global reduction in fuel consumption and a major step forward in sustainability. In conclusion, sharkskin technology is one of the most exciting innovations in aviation today. By mimicking nature's design, we could see planes flying farther on less fuel, saving airlines millions of dollars and drastically reducing carbon emissions. It's a simple idea with a massive impact on the future of travel. So what do you think? Will sharkskin technology be the key to revolutionizing the aviation industry, or is it just another idea that sounds too good to be true? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the future of technology and innovation.